What was the marketing process like back then? I mean, one of the sort of overarching topics for today that we want to hit is how marketing's changed and evolved over time as you've seen through the different phases of your tech career. But back then, in the Force days, like what were you doing for marketing? How were you measuring whether it was successful? What were the KPIs like? What were you spending your money on? You know, was it ads? Was it getting developers? I don't know. Like, how did you guys approach it?
So I would kind of qualify to say that everything I learned around marketing was through kind of working with incredible marketers and just kind of sitting on the sidelines and observing. I was more on the technical side, kind of doing services and then the app exchange, I was more about, helping kind of ISVs and developers figure out the apps to build. And as part of that, our job, because we were kind of this kind of incubation within Salesforce, we absolutely had to go and market the app exchange. We had to go market the app exchange internally at Salesforce because people are like, well, what are you doing at Salesforce? What is this app exchange thing? And then we had to go externally to the community and developers, and then we had to go out to the customer. So it was really this trifecta approach that we had to go out there. But if you go back in time from the early days of Salesforce and even through kind of, this is now going into the 2006 period. So the Salesforce was about 7 years old. They went public in 2004. Most of the marketing efforts around Salesforce largely was word of mouth marketing, build a fantastic product and word of mouth selling, right? Especially in kind of these medium to small businesses. But as you got into the enterprise, it was definitely getting into that we experienced at Elastic, right? These were displacement sales. And it was more about how do you actually displace an incumbent existing software that's sitting inside of the organization, call it a system like Siebel, for example, and how do you move an entire organization of thousands of reps off of that? And that's not no longer just a technology sale. This process, this is change management. This is a ton of training and enablement. This is about getting champions inside that organization to say that I'm going to put my neck on the line for Salesforce, even though all the features don't exist, but I see the future. I see the future is going to move to the cloud. So marketing was really kind of part of the DNA of, I think, everybody in the company, meaning that I didn't wear a marketing hat, but my job was to go sell the cloud and to talk about the benefits of moving to the cloud.